Hi, my name is Jason Ellinger. I'm the CEO of Taika Translations. And if there's one thing that separates rich people from poor people, I think it's this: untapped potential. And what I mean by that is removing the word can't from your vocabulary. I can't, people in my family can't, we can't, people like me can't, uh, I'm unable to, for some reason. In history, there is an incredible story that I like to refer back to. In 1954, there was a runner by the name of Roger Bannister. And Roger Bannister, he ran the mile in under 4 minutes. And until that time in history, people thought it was physically impossible. In fact, doctors would say if the human runs the mile faster than 4 minutes, his heart will physically explode. It's impossible. And yet, in 1954, and maybe somebody did it before, I don't know, maybe there are other ones that you could attribute it to, but one of the most widely known runners who have done it publicly is Roger Bannister. And he decided that he wasn't going to believe can't anymore. He said, I'm going to say, what if it were possible? I mean, I'm pretty gosh dang fast. What if it's possible? And so he trained and he ran. And he ran his tail off. And one day, he went past the 4-minute mark. And that's the mentality it takes to win in life and in business and the relationships that we have. I mean, I'm a Christian. I'm a Bible-believing Christian. And I believe that God's created us all with incredible skills in different areas. Roger Bannister was given the gift of having swift legs, being able to run like the wind. But you've been given gifts too. And I've been given gifts. And the extent to which we tap into those and fully realize their potential in our lives is the extent at which we can grow our wealth, our influence, and ability to prosper. And so I want to share that word with you today, because if you're struggling with thinking that you can't for some reason or another, eliminate that word from your vocabulary. In fact, in my house, in my home with our children, that is one of the number one words that I try to eliminate from their minds is, I can't do that. I can't do that. No, you can. You might want to say, I won't, but you can't tell me that you can't. Okay, if something is huge and they can't pick it up, like a boulder, and you can't be a fool and think that you can pick up 500 pounds and this kid weighs 70 pounds. That's not what I'm talking about. But I can't do my homework, or I can't do my exercise, or I can't understand a concept, or I can't take out the trash, or no, you can't say you can't. You can say you won't, but you can't say you can't. And so between rich and poor people, I think that's one of the defining words. And for Taika Translations, when we began, in fact, my wife helped me to remove the can't or might not mentality from myself so that we could start and grow this company. My wife was a freelance translator way back in the beginning, 15 plus years ago. And when we started to talk about the possibility of creating Taika Translations, I was skeptical, to say the least. And my wife was like, no, Jason, I really think we can do it. And through a little persuasion and time, and she was able to do that. And because my wife is so logical she's incredible logician in her mind, it really convinced me that, you know what, maybe she's right. And so we started the process of investing all of the skills that we had and removing the word can't from our vocabulary. And over time, we're able to build a multi-million-dollar company. And that's what we enjoy today. That's the existence of Taika Translations, where we came from. We came from two people who decided to remove the word can't, insert the word can, and then invest all of our talents into that belief. And today, just like Roger Bannister did back in 1954, we've crossed the 4-minute mile line. We've gone over and above where we ever thought we could get. And I think that's one of the main things that that is the main thought I want to share with you today. And I hope that is some benefit to somebody out there. If you think you can, Henry Ford said this, If you think you can, or if you think you can't, you are correct.